What is up, everybody? To Reverse TV here today. Now, yesterday we had that insane announcement about the MLB, the show coming to Xbox Game Pass Day 1. So apparently, some Xbox guys have been they have been high on that news. They have been saying some crazy statements. We're gonna get into one of them. There's one guy who wrote, "If you're an Xbox gamer owning a PlayStation 5, owning a PlayStation 5 as an unnecessary addition. Yeah, it's cool to look at, but it's not really needed. The most expensive secondary console on the market with most expensive games." So they are not letting up. And this tweet had a lot of responses too. Well, somewhat viral, so we're going to talk about it. Where some of these replies, look at some of these replies that he has gotten. Where on Xbox can you play Spider-Man, Demon Souls, Horizon, etc.? You're not making sense. So these are some exclusives, but some of these games are very, I would say, like niche. Like Demon Souls is kind of like a niche game, and Horizon, you can play that on PC as well too at this point. So somebody responded to this guy and said, "Nobody wants to play those games. Maybe Spider-Man, you know if the game is what you want to claim. If it's Sony, it isn't giving it away. Spider-Man will flourish on any console. Demon Souls is niche, and Sony owners barely buy it. Horizon was okay, let's be honest." By your logic, Xbox is the most unnecessary piece of hardware since all their games are on PC. Yeah, to a PC gamer. I'm not a PC gamer, so I can't relate. As someone who primarily plays on Xbox, I would disagree with this. Personally, I think PS4 games feel better on PS5, and eventually it's gonna have games that won't be on Xbox. I still recommend having all platforms, just the best way to make sure you're not missing anything, which I agree with that as well. It's like I own all platforms, make sure I don't miss anything, but let's continue on. You can stream games that are in PS Now on Xbox. Whatever exclusives Sony puts in there can be played on Xbox. I don't know how true that is because I did the story about Days Gone being able to be played on Xbox through PS Now. There's some type of loophole you can do, so it's a weird loophole you can do, but you can't play PS Now games on Xbox through the streaming service. So that is that. Oh yeah, this is the loophole. You're talking about the loophole right here. So you can also stream games on PS Now, Steam, and Stadia with the new Edge browser on Xbox consoles. Sony expensive games equals game of the year. Microsoft Game Pass fillers equals trash. You can tell he's like a Sony fanboy with the title Kratos and PlayStation for Life. There's definitely a bias coming right here. Spending $7 on Godfall, yeah, I think a lot of people got burned with paying $30 on Godfall. I actually got the game when it was like $40, and I still feel like I kind of got ripped off for paying $40 for that game. That was not a great game. That Godfall, ugh, that was a terrible game. Every game on Xbox is available on PC. This is not the case with the PlayStation. Let's see. Still in this, you do know it's gonna be throw me a bone and I will throw you one. If Bethesda game will probably end up back on PlayStation, something like Wolfenstein 3. To compensate Sony, I'm pretty sure MLB forced that into Game Pass. And like he has all the platforms. He has every system. If you think so much, if you think so low of PlayStation, then why is your attention so much on it? Move on and play your games on your favorite console. I think having both consoles this gen is the way to go, so no one misses out on any exclusives. This guy really bashes PlayStation so much, and it's sad to see, even though he has an Xbox. Let people play what they want to play. They can have an Xbox and a PlayStation. Nothing wrong with that. That's why I plan on finally getting a S4 just to play the handful of those exclusives they talk so much about. Yo, so there's some hardcore people on both sides in this comment thread. This is pretty funny. Now this is so troll gonna rile up the ponies. Of course they're gonna get riled up. That's like all they do on Twitter is all these fan bases do on Twitter is try to rile up the other base. They take jabs at each other all 24/7. I still plan on getting one or just going to my brother's crib to play the next God of War or something. If you're playing on the smallest platform, Xbox, then congratulations on being an absolute mug. What is this? Oh, it's the sales of all the different systems. So this guy says Xbox even isn't even the best place to play Microsoft games. I main Xbox and I have both. I only have the PS5 for their exclusives and some JRPGs. So yeah, it's expensive, but their exclusives are worth it. But if they get something like Game Pass with day-and-day exclusives, boom, I'm there. My Series X would be for Game Pass. My third-party games, PS5 would be for exclusives. Pretty much people are saying the same thing at this point. But yeah, definitely pretty funny riling up the Sony guys with this tweet right here. Like the PS5 is an unnecessary addition at this point if you get an Xbox. I was like, you make a tweet like that, you know you're gonna try to you're trying to trigger somebody with a tweet like this. But this is pretty funny. Seeing these guys go back and forth after that MLB The Show announcement, it's definitely got some people in their feelings. People have been bragging and boasting online, which I kind of understand why. If you've been an Xbox guy for this long, you kind of got some news to, I guess, to fire back with. So, it's like I said, at the end of the day, it's still pretty stupid. Like multiple comments in the comment section said, just own both if you can. But pretty funny nonetheless to watch. So, I'm gonna conclude the video right there. Definitely want to see your comments about this down below. Leave a like if you like this video. And as always, thanks for watching and peace.